WW2, where I'm kind of be doing a couple different things. I'm going to be leveling up the new sniper that I'm really loving. Like, I love this sniper rifle more than any of the other snipers, and that's a statement. This thing may have a really, really, really slow fire rate, but it's worth it if you can consider accuracy and such. Because I don't think I was streaming at the time that I did this, but I ended up quick scoping quite a bit of people with that, and they were point blank with like some of the most unusual things, like shotguns and all those kind of things. And I was over here quick scoping them at point blank range. So, you know, like, I personally thought, yeah, they had a chance to kill me, but they really didn't take their chances. So I ended up doing a lot of that. Now I'm hoping that that guy I was playing with last night, I don't know if I was streaming when I was playing with him, but he did come in part of the stream, and then I had to reset my application because it decided to crap out all of a sudden. But this is one of those times where I'm literally going to have a 13 damage weapon, which means a lot. It means a lot. And, like, I'm trying to think on how else to explain that this gun is, like, it's better than I thought it would be. Like, 10 times better. I was thoroughly impressed that I even managed to do that kind of stuff, because I haven't really done it. But I ended up getting, like, crazy amounts of stuff like that. Like, full-on just boom-ba-da-boom-ba-da-boom kind of things. Like, it's constant kills and constant, like, a lot of crazy amounts of damage that I'm putting out. Now, this is a 13 damage gun now. And I kind of want to see, guys, I'm telling you, if I continued playing like I am with this rifle, I will, in no time, have this thing gold. I am already on the 5th pattern, which is P pattern. I don't really like these, which is why I'm sticking with stuff that I don't have until I can get to gold, or, you know, copper, bronze, or gold, you know, one of those. But with that being said, I need everybody to understand that I'm not going to be the best with this rifle, but I am getting way better at it. And this gun hits hard, and compared to everything that I've used, this sniper overall is like my new favorite. And I still love all the other guns. I just, like, at this point, this is one of those guns where it deserves this praise. It deserves the good comment on that, because the people who made this gun, they thoroughly made me happy. And I find that interesting, because how quickly could you make me happy in a game like this is just by adding a new sniper rifle. Now, I do have contracts here that I might not be able to complete because I only have like 12 minutes, and each match is like 10 minutes. It's like 6 or 10 minutes, something like that. Now, the rifle kills and all that, that's stuff I could do again. But I'm currently more focused on, I want to see how many times can I use this gun and just see this. Now, these are just headshots in any mode. Like, that's easy enough for a sniper. Like, really easy. Now, everything else, that's a different story. These are super cheap contracts, and notice I still have 2,000. Normally, that would have, you know, just disintegrated. The reason I'm not using them is because just in case they ended up to make more of the, like, the newer stuff to come out, like the new SMGs or something like that, because that's the only thing I'm missing is the new SMGs. But if it allows me, if they make a contract for the new SMGs, I want to be able to have the credits for it. So I'm trying not to use too much of these credits, because those credits will go towards the newer guns when they become a contract. Now, my controller and the charger are slightly having its difference right now. I'm trying to pull out the charger from the couch, but it was like full on like stuck to it. And this charger is like falling apart already. I'm like trying to make sure that I can charge my controller, but it has like an intense bend on it, and it's currently charging. So I'm gonna finish off these rifle kills, which will also help me get normal, you know, stuff, you know, pretty quickly, you know, army credits, so on and so forth. But it looks like so knowing me in these games, I'm gonna demolish when I pull out the sniper rifle. But right now, I'm kind of on the area of I don't want to pull out a sniper just yet. I need to save that energy. Let me tell you, the sniper requires probably the most concentration out of any other gun. I mean, to get the feeds and everything, that's a different story. That just requires in general concentration. Like even just the smallest amount of concentration helps you. So that's why, like, when I'm streaming, I don't normally pay attention to the chat right away. I try and kind of go between the chat for a second, and then I'll look back on my part and what I'm seeing. Because on top of that, I got to deal with, you know, all the flashes, and I'm pretty sure I hit that guy enough to kill him, but I might have lagged and it said that bullet didn't hit him. That or it was hitting his friend, but I didn't see the MG81 boyo. Because I actually technically could go and get that air supply or something. What? Hold up. That was interesting. So that was a lot of headshot from what I saw, but I could be wrong about that. But from what I was seeing is that it was mainly headshot. Thanks for the assist, bro. So this isn't ours, but they say flits because I guess on their part that means air bomb. Okay, I wasn't gonna get that kill. I saw my dead there because I charged an LMG and I didn't have enough ammunition. I probably should have. When did he get behind me? Oh, I guess spawns flopped. Where was I being shot from? That's another thing. Okay, I'm just having one of those times of it's bad luck. But now that I kind of know his whereabouts. Okay, LMG camper. Bro, this sniper. That's like an issue on my part because he's using a 4-time optic and I don't know why he is, but he is. I saw a wild bagel while riding my bike. A bagel? Holy crap. Guy's using the ZK. I commend this guy for his pain. Like, I don't even care. I commend him for you doing that. That is... I couldn't do that. I don't like the ZK in any way, shape, or form. Like, yeah, it's cool. It has two sides, like two flipping sides. But, no. Like, that gun is just garbage. Like, guys, even in zombies it's garbage, and that gun has a decent amount of damage. And in this game, it's just like that fire rate switching stuff that just kills you. Because the faster the fire rate, yeah, it's a little uncontrollable. I mean, it's controllable in that case, but half the time, guys, like, shots like those, they're not a constant guarantee. Like the Orso, something like that. Huh. But from what I understand, guys, is that it's not unusual. Like, why are you talking about something that looks so good? Not, I'm just gonna say right now, I'm sure there's at least 1 or 2 people who are like, but that gun looks really good, how could it be so bad? Like, I never really liked the STG. And it's not because it isn't a bad gun, it's just the way that people use it makes it look bad. So, like, you guys can see me, I do stay still in an area, but I move eventually. I'm not those people who stay there and camp like others do. But this is a gun that I like at times. Like, I needed rifle kills, and I knew this was a moderate damage, wasn't semi-auto, wasn't too fast of a fire rate, and had good damage. This does 6 damage, but I have the upgrades, it does better damage. The SVT, on the other hand, it's semi-auto, it's good, but I prefer that for 4-time optic shots. Because in the case of semi-autos, I will prefer a 4-time optic, even if it's like close quarters. but usually I use a reflex on them because that's reasonable. Same thing with like the Type 5. I normally put a reflex on it. But for the M2 carbine, that just varies on how it is, because that gun, even with full shots, is like boom, 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 and it has 15 capacity. It shakes 3 shots, and if I have full auto, or sorry, if I have the proper stuff for it, then it's not too much of a problem. But I don't like personally the STG, and I don't like some of the guns on a personal level, because those are guns that I just can't stand to see people use, because in a way that they use it, it makes me look like I'm saying bad things about guns and whatnot in this game. Not all of them are bad. Like the sniper rifles, I can commend. No, I think I have food, and I got chicken. I got some sesame chicken. I had some Chinese today. I got a wonton right here. I'm gonna eat that, and then I'm gonna wait a little while, and then a little bit later I'm gonna drink some broth from wonton soup and hopefully eat the rest of my little bit of chicken. But I do like to be a wiener, I mean winner. But other than that, guys, if you really want to play with me on these games and see like the techniques that I use, feel free to ask for tutorials. Like if you want a good setup on a gun, I do have a good couple ones. So if you're like asking what's a good shotgun setup or a good sniper setup, and I do like it for like, it's all on preference. So like if you like to be closer with a sniper, I usually suggest iron sights, but for the PTRS, that's just no exception. You need to use the 4-time optic, because the iron sights on that thing are just unbearable in my opinion. And see, this is where I say, like, I don't like PPSHs. People usually use it with extended mags. Like, I have mine with extended mags, but that's because I fire more from the hip. These people do this. They do this, and then as soon as they see the target, I has a bucket. No, they bits take my bucket. Oh no, you're Beckett. You're Becky. I'm gonna do this, guys, because I normally don't actually go this route unless I know there's some guys usually hiding inside or, you know, flanking. See, this is the flank class. See, he's using airborne, but he aims. That's because he didn't, because he knew he had me cornered. But normally people aim with that, and I don't appreciate that usually. Bro, that guy full on tried to drop shot me. I don't know if y'all saw that, but he went from here to, as soon as I walked out, he did that and then tried to do this again. But I was smart and just started aiming lower, because that's actually the easiest way to counter drop shotters, is if you know they drop shot, just full on drop your aim down. Hey guys, for that guy was gonna bayonet charge me. I saw it. There's no hiding that. I saw it. I'm smart, guys. I don't let them take their chances. I usually try and let them see the drop shot issue. There's the thing. Immediately I can counter their block this way, but there's a guy prone with a PTRS. See, this guy's using 4-time optic, which means he intends to be at a close quarter area. I don't appreciate that, because that gun's really good into semi. Drop shotters equals poor. Agreed. You know what I mean. Because guys, this is basically a drop shotter, is when they start doing this and then start killing you. So they're basically firing while dropping. It is one of the pathetic plays, but it's apparently super efficient. I don't agree with that. It's okay. He was already dead. That's the thing. He wasn't gonna live through that easy. But you guys notice that I always take contracts when it becomes rare supply drops and constant amounts of supply drops. Like the one that I'm currently doing is rifle kills, and the more rifle kills I get, it makes me feel a little bit better about this game, because then I can kind of show that not everyone needs to be sweaty with such rifles. So I'm an STG. Normally people count with, usually it's STGs and LMGs. I use those LMGs in the most unusual of ways. Same thing with rifles. See, that guy was a PPSH camper, and I saw it kind of beforehand, like when I said there was a guy with extended mags. But I mean, I'm cool, and I don't do that kind of stuff because I'm not a bad person. I don't normally normally camp. The only time I camp, snipers. Because they're the most reasonable of campers. They're the people who are most dedicated to the far ranging. Like, that guy isn't really far ranging, but he's still sitting in the same area. And the only way to really counteract them is to burn them alive, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. Guys, anytime you see campers, I always like to do this. What's game plan? Game plan, counteract everybody possible. Okay, so it looks like he moved. But I could be getting goofed. But I'm gonna wait and see, and no camping, bro. Stop camping. As for those guys, they're on fire. They're on fire, they're gonna get shot. The scope, that scope is from Battlefield 5. What, the reflex? Well, I mean, reflexes have been around for a while. They've been around, see, reflexes were done, like, were introduced, I think, a little bit towards the end of World War I. I could be wrong about that. And then the rest of it's like, alright, like radium sights, that's technically little bits of radioactive material being painted onto iron sights, which are pretty much normal. Also, I might delete GTA. Why? I didn't intend that kill to be a thing, but okay. I just ran out of ammunition way too quick, guys, and that's what made me try to do that so quickly. Well, if you delete that, Nick, yeah, I'm still playing it for a while, so immediately gonna counteract them pushing that way. And I don't have grenades or anything, which means I'm poor on resources. I don't know why this guy's PPSH camping. Especially because he's airborne, he has the advantage on everybody, because I don't right away do this. I usually kind of stop, accurize where I'm hoping they go. Okay, well. See, now I did expect him to round that corner, I saw that coming. Still here. You were getting there. I knew it. See, guys, I was actually cautious and I checked that spot again because if there's a PPSH camper, they intend to stick to one zone. That is the one zone that they usually intend to stick to, somewhere in a building where people kind of can push through. I'm gonna do this. He's still in there. I'm gonna counteract the camper, but I'm gonna do this for a second. That guy I didn't like. I mean, I liked his idea. I miss Black Ops. Yeah, but Black Ops 4 didn't have all the good stuff. Black Ops 3 had all the good stuff, and then it crapped out. It just said no one day. Because I'm sure people were wondering why I haven't played Black Ops in over a year. And that's pretty much the reason why, is that the Black Ops disc just said no to all of it. Bro, crouch? This guy crouched like I wasn't gonna know that. I kinda knew. Because if I saw the grenade come at the exact eye level for him, because that's about the only way he would have been hitting that, is with the exact eye level shot. How did we lose? We went from winning to losing in like 2 seconds. Okay, so here's the thing, I killed him, so the end of the kill cam is technically me, but he got the bayonet kill. See? You're gonna delete Rainbow too? Maybe. We'll see. You're not amazing, boy. first place at emotes. I get 4 seconds. I'm not completing that. I need 42 kills. That happening. The headshot thing, though, that can happen. Japanese officials said that the neighbors have been in the neighbors for about a week and get free unlimited Dr. Pepper. Because we need renown. Well, you need renown, I don't. I don't have to technically be there. Again, we'll see. You can still go play Rainbow, but I'm saying we'll see for my answer. New orders available in 13 hours. Tomorrow. Or, you know, 3 o'clock tonight, there'll be new ones. I know. I reread it. I'm sorry. I was saying, I don't have to come with you to get that renown, though, because I'm still getting renown, too, and I want to get a new character. But I don't necessarily have to come and play with you on that case. So I might or I might not. So I'm answering on my part. I might and I might not. Also another thing. When I was eating Chinese food, my grandma doesn't know how to use chopsticks. Like, she never was able to use chopsticks. Me, I have no problem using chopsticks. Like, it's easy. I don't know why people have issues with chopsticks. Because my question for, I think, the night, like, answer this eventually or something. Can you even use chopsticks? That was a good throw by me. See, because I'm not specifically camping. Like, I'll check an area for about 30 seconds each and just kind of move. And then I'll find out. Well, that means the spawns are swift. Whew, he snuck up on me. What is this guy's name? Expired Fights. I don't like the fact that he's a thing of haha. I find that kind of rude. Because, like, my clan Ted makes sense. Also, guys, the Rockstar Club, the clan that I have is now available. No. Watch, he calls me, Watch, he's saying that I'm a camper, yet I just got over there and he was trying to... He was kind of camping the stairway, which is why I took him out quickly. Unlike he thought, I could survive most things. I was AFK because I was gonna get the boyo out. Guys, this thing sticks out like a sore thumb. It's long and it gets the job very much done. Like how that guy had the PTRS. Hey, I saw that. I saw that, thank you. Because I ain't dumb, I usually watch a little bit of that area for about 10 seconds. As for you, you die. See, headshot sniping, not hard. Especially on my part. I wonder if I can get rid of contacts. You mean like the one you put on your eyes? I'm gonna do this just because I know someone might climb up that ladder. Knowing that guy who was using, I think that was the resistance class. I'm gonna put an S-mine behind me at that location right there. Here's a noticing, I actually do watch my radar because if there's a resistance boyo nearby, you'll see the little static of your radar. No, GTA contacts on the phone. I don't think you can. I mean, you could look that up on Google, but... Or, sorry, YouTube. Because YouTube has literally everything. Same thing as Google. Even though Google's, you know, sometimes wrong. That was our bomb, and that sounded like it went. And it flew off course. The neighbors are also neighbors of the neighbors who are in mid ST of a goldfish fight. Midst. You mean midst? With the neighbor's family member and the Nen. Full on panic for a second. I was like, sorry, who's placing an investment? I pulled up both my revolvers and was like, hey, who's there? You guys notice I do actually kind of watch on the side, even if that's blurry, because that's kind of a blind spot for most. But it's like I'll do a mix of, like, I'll basically put myself in the sniper position and say, alright, I need to pay this. Well, if not Rainbow Six GTA, if you still have GTA for your Black Ops 4 stuff. Maybe. Here's the thing, I might play a little bit of GTA tonight because I got that guy who wants a little bit of help. Good night. That's my phone. Dad, look at this sniper. Yeah.
Kinda looks like a paintball gun.
It's cause it's gem, isn't it? It's emerald. PS4 cuts it out, so you have to look at it from your phone or tablet. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Even with this not being in the way, this thing actually cannot fit on screen when I was inspecting it last time. And it can't even, like, in general, it just can't fit in any screen. I actually, like, it fools on. The barrel sticks out like a sore thumb. It looks like I ended up having an antenna put on myself. Like, I ended up looking like a stormtrooper antennas on my back. And frickin', when was 19-something? Sometime in the 19-somethings is when this war was going on. And this is those times where it's like, boy, I like it.
Oh, I don't know.
Woo, dizziness. Also, when am I gonna do the heist? I'm getting poor. Well, so Nikki, you can't complain. The only time I'm actually gonna be able to get money is if I constantly headshot people. With that double action revolver that I got, that I can get us for... Since I've already done the challenge for the axe, that means if I bought Red Dead Redemption 2, I can actually have it already. Oh, there's somebody coming over here. I'm watching there, you guys. It's a hawk. Because even when I'm like this, I'll actually use my eyes and I'll look around the screen. Like, I'll put myself about mid area. So, like, that's mid right about here for me. Like, that's middle. Exact. So if I put myself just about there, then I kind of have to look down in order to see my blind spot through the scope. But other than that, it seems like everywhere is okay except for the guy that just got killed by an SDK on that side over there. So do I, Nikki. We both kind of need money, but, you know, heists aren't the only option. There's races. We got those crew things now. You can just sit in my things for a little while. Okay. Oh, there is a guy over there. I called it. There was somebody over there. So here's what I'm going to do. I got one shot, and I'm not going to miss. Never mind, I got shot first. I full on was lined up with his body. I probably could have just shot and killed him. I'm gonna go take another chance at that one. Both real life and in game. Well, in real life I can't help, but in game I can. There we go. First shot usually misses. That second one though, whoo, perfect to his head. Guys, this is what I say when I say target acquisition is really good for you. The neighbor of the city are not the neighbors of the city of words, and you can imagine if they were not in the same place as they did before. Nope. 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 No. Well, good night. Bye. Bye. Shot him in the, like, the leg area. I saw snipers for the win. I literally full on shot double trouble youth. RXXYLGJ. I don't get why people are using PPSHs. This guy's our first place. Why is he our first place? I mean, 29 and 8 isn't bad, but I can't do it. Eight one I is and 8 get 2 of 822 feet and 2 and of New Zealand are bunch in a 6 a.m. Like that is the most important part. Wow. Bro, how many times do you freaking say things? I have no idea what you tried to say anyway. I fully got confused. He's doing that dance, new hip dance move, and this guy's doing backflips, and I'm over here just casual. I'm the only boyo who probably wouldn't emote except for don't blow gasket, because people do usually blow gaskets when it's me. Like if I'm full on sniper elite over here, there are people who are just like, that's hacking, and I'm over here just like, bro, chill. It's a game. By the time you should be yelling at it yourself. It's not my fault, I'm good. Majestic friends and bowling. I like all those emotes, but I already have them. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. Okay, so I guess 2 of these weren't duplicates. Fairly impressive. This Viper, what was that for? That was an armored division called Hell on Wheels. I still don't get why they have these little things like that. I mean, I still tried it to get these things because then they're like, oh, it's out of the way. Ah. But it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to be here. And I'm the only boyo who looks like a Reaper. Carolina Reaper. Pepper. So here's the thing, guys. If I could continue playing this right now, I could. But I might or might not go play some zombies. I might try and do the Darkest Shore by myself, but we'll see. As for, actually, I actually have an idea. This is going to be one of those things where it's going to sound nuts at first, but I'm going to basically ask for some randoms on a gaming app that I haven't used in a while. Like, I have it up at times, but I don't use it. So what I'm going to do is, I actually have to go use the restroom right now. I'm going to make a post on there asking for people for either the Darkest Shores Easter egg, or just in general, just play the Darkest Shores on World War II. Do you have a good time to go to the neighbors and of the city to see if you can have free and limited Dr. Pepper tickets available for all the sea? I heard that and I just started laughing for a second. Your group is ready, playing Alcatraz or regular games for fun. Don't need to be good. You have been awarded 1 free name change. Well, how nice. Goals. Hi there. So I guess I get stamps and then eventually I just start getting tickets. Write post 2 times a day. 2 left. Like 1 post, 5 left. Write a comment, 3 left. You have logged in for 1 day. Alright, nice. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna casually. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the. I need to get actually the World War II going. So I need to get a Call of Duty pin going. There we go. Pin Call of Duty, and then I'm gonna actually go into the Call of Duty thing. I'm gonna go use the restroom at this time while I'm, doing this. So since I pinned the game, that helps me on the long run because once I pin these games, it's like, oh, easy dubs. World War II, Call of Duty. And I just need Call of Duty, so because I need this, it helps me in the long run because as soon as I make these looking for group areas, it helps me. Do a face reveal. Already have. Let's see. So I'm gonna make a looking for group post right now. Platform PS4. That's PC, I said PlayStation. Select game mode, we're doing zombies. I'm Jake Lava. And this is actually on mute, guys, so if you wanted to come and do this, that's fine. I need 3 players, start time is ASAP. And the region, I don't really care what region. And I'm just gonna say, need people for Darker Shores. Should probably check that name. I'm just gonna have to custom up. Yeah, the Darkest Shores. And then as soon as I'm done with making this post, I can make it so I can either start warming up right now. I'm literally going to put it as optional because that helps. So what I got right now is PlayStation Zombies, my gamer tag, I don't really care for your mic. It doesn't need to be required. I need at least 3 players. The start time starts now as soon as I leave. So I'm going to get to the restroom and do everything, and then I'll post it. And then it's just going to be region, any region, and then it says need people for the Darkest Shores. Don't need good players, and mic is optional. So other than that, guys, I will be back in, let's say, like 5 minutes. Maybe a little less. It depends. So I will talk to you guys in like a little bit, and enjoy just looking at character. Like, I don't know, I'll do something. I don't know. So I wasn't here when you asked when, but when? Back a while ago, when I had an afro. That's when. Sorry it took me so long, guys. I thought it would take sooner, but I ended up laughing at memes. Like, I ended up looking at memes for a while because I was just like, I gotta poo. And I actually did, and it was just like, laugh time. So literally, the reason it took me so long was because I was laughing at memes. I mean, they're still funny. Why I never used the revolver in 6 Siege for Monty. Right after jumping the entire revolver into the last op's head and losing the fight because 57 puts in cat's mouth. It's not even him, it's just like how it feels to chew 5 gum. And as soon as I actually got I got a response where it says life happens in 5. So I ended up actually making a bunch of jokes about these kind of things. Like, I actually had one where it was like, so it was like it was a meme between 3 different pictures. So it was like a normal heartbeat, okay, it beats normally. A deceased heartbeat, it's a flat line. 1v5, your heartbeat doesn't even contract. Like, it's not even just normal lines, it's just full on squiggles. And it says, you're not, but can just, but what has heart attack? That was literally the post. And it was just true. Why? And then my cat Gypsy's just being a punk now. And then I found the, Gypsy, why do you love me? Of everybody. Me. Is it because I'm warm constantly? Go away, please. I love you, but go away. Watching a Rainbow Six video on the plane and headphones on black. Haha, whoops, R6. The bomb has been located. Defuse the bomb. Me. It's just Kermit the Frog. But I end up laughing at all these, and it's just like, what? But I don't know anymore, and I just put the tear-eyed face. But if you guys do want to get a hold of me on Moot, I should say, technically it is a free app, and all you would have to do is make an account. I have an account called Leviathan Lord 356, which is something I should probably name it 357 because I like 357 Magnum. That's a nice caliber. Literally, a guy asked, like, what would be good op one day. I actually was looking through posts. And he, let me see, so what was it? What's your favorite defense operator? So you can't choose multiple, but try to be considerate and only choose your top 3 or something like that. I want to see people who choose, so I can recommend ops for new players. So the response that I had, I'm surprised nobody said that that is the dumbest idea ever. Especially for new players. Go away! Go away! Go away! Go. Gypsy! Go away! Go! Okay, hang on. I gotta find it again. But okay, so never mind. It says it's Caveira, Frost, and Mute, because this is at the time where I actually just got those operators, or sorry, the time that I used those operators the most. I ended up saying that. And then, that was just some funny. I think that's when any shield boys comes charging at you. And who's your attacker? Lion and or Blackbeard, because that was at the time where I only had those two and I was really memeing those guys. So the meme that I said that one, the one that I read beforehand, was this won't end well, and it says the moment when you see a blitz charging at you and it shows that cat that's like, ah! I found that one the funniest thing ever, only because I know it's true, because you guys see me when I'm on 6 Siege. If a guy just starts pushing me, I run as fast as I can. I turn into a freaking Sanic, no matter if I'm not Sanic or not. But those are all things, and I actually have a lot of comments on here, but I'm still waiting on responses to my current post, which is like, it sounds interesting to say that I'm still waiting for people, but it is also like 10:12, and it said I need people to look for Darkest Shores, and I should probably put in the comments, say, it's World War II. Just as an extra precaution, because I didn't list that, and I don't think most people have World War II. But I'm checking. I'm saying right now that it's World War II. I already have 8 people who read it, which means there are people who know about this. But I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep it on for a while, and then if I don't get anything by, let's say, 11 o'clock, which is like 40 minutes from now, I'll say a little bit more, like 60 minutes. I'll give it about another hour before I cut it off, because I don't want to be that guy who someone immediately says yes, but I don't see that in time. So I'm going to check in about 10, 20 minutes. I guess for the time being, I'm going to go do the default map and level up my classes and everything so that way I can start using iron-sighted snipers. And holy crap, if I just got a gun. You know what? That isn't too bad. I'm actually going to take that. I mean, it's an SVT, and I don't really use those often. But I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that to my advantage. Now, everyone keeps, like, my friend was wondering how I can hold 3 guns. That is, like, the first thing you can unlock in the Universal mod, which means it's literally everything. Now, I have enough to finish this, and I got 2 more, so I'm going to go for, let's see, so Blood Raven has the Defibrillate, which is actually the most helpful of every one of these things. Like, you could say any of the other ones are, I disagree, but that's me. So what it is like the Defibrillate is actually the one that allows me to, like, let's say I have somebody in the background who just all of a sudden dies. Or something along those lines. The easiest way to protect them and save them is to use Defibrillate, because once you put the Defibrillator on, it basically goes to them, and it, like, you just have to be in range of a shell shock. Which is why, like, if I'm going to do a shell shock clutch, which I'm going to make a new one for shell shock. Never mind, it's actually right here. So I'm going to delete that, and yeah, I know it's all here. And eventually, I'm just going to get Defibrillate on this, which is that one right there. So it says, revive fallen teammates in range when activating shell shock, which is extremely helpful because, you know, it's shell shock. Now, I do like double nades, but I don't use that many nades. So I prefer fast hands because then it's like fast hands, so that means I could use items and lethal equipment faster, and on top of that switch to weapons faster, which helps me in the long run because I have 3 guns, and I should probably use that on this thing, but I would have to replace a perk, which I'm probably going to replace Hoarder because I wouldn't really use Hoarder often, and every time I always have trouble trying to find one less perk, so I end up just getting Quick Revive. Which sounds bad on my part, but I don't, because I don't normally get Quick Revive. I don't normally need it. But this is one of those times where I'm going to say I'm probably going to do that for now, and you know what? I may as well just get back into the Darkest Shore, which I'm not going to like. Only because I'm by myself, and that's a lot of death to be fighting by myself, because as soon as that big boy comes in, I am in the danger zone, I am in severe vulnerability, and I'm just kind of in the situation of, oh crap, what do I do? Because there's going to be that guy on me, and I'm going to have to run away from him as much as I can, and then on occasion turn around, shoot him, turn back around, and run. But I'm going to make this a strike zone gun right here, because this gun it's too nice. Like, I don't want to put a camo on it because it doesn't look always as good. Like, if I'm going to put a camo on it, it may as well be something really nice, like something super bright. Or dark, sorry. I should say dark, because dark looks better on these kind of occasions. But that's only because the darker things match with darker colors. It's like, this would not work, this is not something I will use. Even though it looks nice and it moves, I like it. This is just way too bright. Like, this hurts my eyes, and I'm used to dark right now. And the light, because I have the light on, but it's not fully light in this room. Like, in the entire room, it goes into the kitchen, or nearby the kitchen area. But it's so bright, like, it hurts my eyes looking at it. I mean, it's better than most. Like, this one, that's not too bright. That one I'm used to. This thing, oh my god, it looks like I'm looking at kryptonite right in front of me. And I'm Superman, so it makes me blind. That kind of stuff I can't handle. That hurts. Like, that hurts your eyes. Like, this will look cool. Because it's dark, and it has some flashes of color. And yeah, redacted. This is why Nook is scary, is because none of her information is actually something we'll ever find out for a while. Now, you see, guys, this is why it's cool to have those extended mags, but I don't usually recommend extended mags for things. Like, I'm going to recommend extended mags for anything if you suck at aiming. Excuse me for a minute while I pop my neck loudly into the mic. But that's pretty much what it is. If you really want to get good at a gun, you need to understand its, like, default scope first. So don't right away go for 4-time optic as soon as you get it. Stick with the default scope as much as you can. Then at the time that you say, okay, here's this, then that's when it's okay. So, like, I always try and stick with the default scope until I can go iron sights. But if I know what the gun already feels like due to zombies, then it's going to be different in the multiplayer, but I will try and use the iron sights in a custom to see. It turns out custom iron sights on this gun, holy crap, they're good. I was thoroughly impressed because I was sitting with it, and I'm just like, oh, hold, and then all of a sudden I just dome like 8 guys. But this gun has so much damage, like, It's almost inhuman if I put anything else on it, but iron sights, ballistic calibration, rapid fire, that would be inhuman, especially with extended mags. But on the case that I do need to go like a little bit of range, but a little bit of not range, 4-time optic would be my option. But this gun, if you want quicker fire rate, just put rapid fire. Yeah, it doesn't help often, but it helps a little bit. Because this gun is huge and it has a really low recoil. Sorry, it has a decent recoil and it's very slow fire rate. So the way usually you want to predict how you're gonna have to play, use the gun in a multiplayer, use it in a custom, or try it once in a zombies and slowly think of a plan to do it. I already kind of have my plan fixed onto it. The thing is, the way I have to do it is I have to level up to iron sights or 4-time optic. Once I've done so, that's fine. And I'm actually going to be okay with using an M1903. I really don't care for it. Like, as soon as I get another sniper, it's out of my way. I don't care about it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a flamethrower, because it can set things on fire. And I'm going to get a double jolts. So I can have 2-time activation on the double jolts. And on top of that, that should be running out really quickly, because I just need... so I'll use the first one on, let's say, round 10. Or something along those lines. Once I've done that, boom, that's our first thing done. I can start getting the pack-a-punch during that process. I can open doors. Get the pack-a-punch and the doors and everything. I kind of need the doors and I kind of need to open those areas in order to actually use the minecart systems. And in the minecart systems, I know exactly all the pieces that are there, and there you'll see them throughout, but I have to ride it in 2 different locations. So from where I ride to is where I need to go one more over. So it's like if I went from the beach to the area not too far from there. There you go. That's one area, and I could have got 2 or 3 or something. It's like 1 or 2 I will get in that time. And then for the last one, it'll give me either the last one or the last 2. So, coming from my perspective, it sounds very insane. But wait until you see what I'm talking about. And then you guys will start to see that I'm not joking when I say I kind of know what I'm doing at things. So when people suggest things, I normally don't accept them, because I already kind of understand what I need to do. I understand the processes and so on and so forth. It's one of those things where I know what I'm doing, but you guys need to kind of chill with suggestions. Because I don't really need them, but I'll take them and then say, okay, that's noted. But I don't need them right now. So I'm going to start this. I'm going to go get my sesame chicken, my chopsticks, and my broth. I'm going to start the timer, and then I'm going to let the cutscene play, and I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. Got my sesame chicken. I got my chopsticks that I've been soaking for a while in the broth. I don't know why. I think it's because I like the taste of broth so much I'll literally put it into wood so I can eat it later. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna eat the wood later, guys. You would know if I do. And I don't think I will, because that's not very good. And during this time period, I'm going to download creepypasta stories, and I'm going to read those eventually, like during creepy times where if we don't know what to talk about, I'll just read a creepypasta. So I'm going to look up a creepypasta apps. Dr. Mario World, why? Creepy games, woo! Now you're ready to sail for the home. Where hey, roll and go. Our boots and our clothes, boys are rolling the pond. For they roll like him, Randy, Dandy, oh. Heave upon, heave away. Where hey, roll and go. I don't know why I'm singing. Help me, guys. Contains in that purchase. Never mind. Let's not do that. Honestly, here's the thing. I'm actually trying to like find something that I could do so that it's like I could play the game and on occasion just read a story. Wikipedia. But you see, guys, that's why this map is creepy, because these guys don't die, and they were taking out lots of people. Like, I mean, those like 800 people. Sorry. I wish I wasn't sick. I regret saying this, but I wish I was back in Germany. You know what's funny is that that actually is kind of true. In this term, you just say, I want to go back to where we started this. But this is nice because we got an MG 42 here. It's like the one in the campaign, but at least I get to mow them down in style. Like, I get to feel like I'm back on D-Day. Guys, let me tell you right now, this is basically how they push D-Day. These zombies are just the representation of the soldiers, and those bodies just growing up on the shore. That's pretty much what it was. D-Day was full on just bodies in the ground. That was pretty much D-Day for you guys. Now here's the thing, I had full ammunition as it was, but I still managed to get more ammunition because I was a cool boy and I was smart. But here's the nice thing, is that that's right there. If I wanted to, I can get my howitzer machine pistol, which I'm gonna do. I don't necessarily need it because I already pretty much have everything that I'll need. I got dual wield revolvers. That's pretty much all I will need for a while is dual wield revolvers, but I don't want to use those right away because those things actually have a higher damage than this, and they also have like 2 more rounds, considering like this is full auto and that runs out of ammunition quickly. And you know, I'm not saying anything bad about this gun, but this gun, like, it's better dual wielded, honestly, because then you have 20 rounds, which means that would actually replace this in that term. In the term of if I had dual wield howitzer pistols, which is what these are a Holz pistol. I don't know, it's German. I can't read German, guys. By now you guys should know I don't speak often in other languages. I write in Runic, and I sometimes on occasion will just speak German, or like stupid things that are obvious for German usually, or I'll full on just speak a little bit of Russian on you guys, and then you guys have to literally have me decode it. Same thing with Runic, because you guys can't see it, but I tell you what I'm writing, and then I can't really show you, but I can tell you the symbols look, because all symbols look different in it. Some of them are actually the same, which is why, like, trying to identify, usually you can correct yourself, but on occasion it's just like, holy crap, what is it saying? Now, I still have 3 guns, so I could technically buy this thing. I'm not going to, probably, but knowing that, I don't know why that was danger close. Which, actually, guys, you can actually see Dr. Straub on occasion come into that area right there, right here. And I found that interesting when I saw that, because I didn't know you could see him there. But on occasion, there are like 3 areas in this map that I'm sure you could see him in. I've seen him in 2, which was this one on one of the rounds, and then in the boat area. Those were like the 2 spots I've seen Dr. Straub. Not the laboratory, the other area. The morgue, and that area, he's in there, and he'll like check on bodies and everything. It's kind of creepy, but it's really cool. You get that creepy vibe knowing he's a character in this game, but it's still worth it. So from what I understand is that the thing in our belts, our little tool, connects to this when we buy it, and then that gives it enough power to basically open these. What's interesting is that these have spikes, and it looks like people have tried to go through them. Like, I don't blame them, but it's still not a good idea, because now you're in half. So guys, this is why the 6 shooters are downfalls. And notice why I call them 6 shooters is because they actually do only have 6 rounds per area. So it's 12 shooters technically, but I call them 6 shooters because that's what they are. They're 2 6 shooters, so. But they are good. Like, you can't have anything else with them, unlike in the multiplayer where you can have like 3 or like you can have 2 attachments and extra ammunition. In this case, you only get 1 attachment. That's the akimbo. But you get to fire at an amazing rate, and if you have the right stuff, you don't really need anything else. So this place is currently using emergency power source. If I turn that on, that's the facility, which is where the boating dock is, which, if you on occasion look up there, Dr. Straub will actually be right where I was looking. Right over there, where I'm shooting. He'll be right there. He'll actually, I think he said he sighs or something like that. But I can't remember if you're like trying to help him do something, or if you're still trying to stop him, but from what I understand is that you're supposed to stop him anyway. But there's actually 2 things here that I want to get in this game. Again, by myself. And that's the saw blade tool, which is actually probably the most helpful thing when it comes to hordes, because if you can get it so it's shootable, which I can do super easily. Like, there was a lobby where I guess no one knew what they were doing because about 50% of that lobby left. I ended up leaving too. Because it was slow and nobody was really doing anything. We opened this room, and I did down, and they ended up both accidentally jumping in this area. Eventually, we were able to get all these, which is like, that's hard, especially by yourself. So I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to try and survive as long as I can. But everyone says there's no point to doing anything else in this game, only because the only real fun you can have is just doing Easter egg. I beg to differ. The Easter egg is fun and all, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll still get the stuff for it, but I don't have anybody to do the Easter egg with. So I normally don't do Easter eggs. But, like, I do want to see the end of this Easter egg. I actually do. Like, that's one of those things where I actually did want to see the Easter egg of something, and I wanted to full on sit through and suffer. And yeah, that sounds unusual, especially coming from me, a person who doesn't like doing Easter eggs. But I was actually full on willing to do this Easter egg. Jay was going to help us do this Easter egg, Javen. But every time we kind of had a chance, someone else had to leave halfway through, or we just didn't survive because we don't have good game plans on occasion. Trying to understand what that is. So it looks like prisoners have put something in these rooms. This also really does remind me of... God, what was it? It reminds me of one of the zombie Easter eggs that you can actually get, which is actually my emblem. My emblem is actually of that Easter egg. Because the Easter egg itself was Kilroy was here, or Keelroy. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Every time I've seen it's Kilroy, or Keelroy. Or Kilroy. I don't know how you pronounce it anymore. But that is apparently an Easter egg in terms... I was quite interested to say that, because I didn't know that at first until I saw a video on just a bunch of Call of Duty Easter eggs. But apparently it was termed in Black Ops, but when this one came around, it actually kind of helped. And I immediately understood why it was Kilroy. Because in a zombies Easter egg, apparently I forgot what match it was, there was apparently a cannibalistic arm drawing that was found in one of the prison areas, the holding cells. And I didn't notice it ever if I have played that map, but for the most part, I don't think I played that map, and I never have seen that beforehand. But other than that, I was fully impressed to see that kind of stuff. So you guys can see this helps me a lot, because it makes it so much easier. So like I can have like an LMG and just go like this instead of it having like a rifle and go like, I don't like that. That's too slow and it just doesn't help me in my case. Plus Speedy Gonzalez is the way I like to be, so like I want to be able to kill things quickly. I want to be able to do lots of damage in short periods of time. So like the reason I get the howitzer pistol or the full machine pistol, because this is technically a German weapon, or like the howitzers, or sorry, a lot of these kind of machine pistols and stuff. Like the Kar 98K was like infantry's main rifle, and that's a bolt action sniper rifle in games, but it actually was an infantry weapon. Infantries either had those or something along the lines of those. Oh god, this is a bad area for me to be in right now because I don't have enough money and I'm using a howitzer pistol. So I gotta be really quick and smart about my movements. You guys can see I'm trying really hard not to have them in my way, and I'm trying really hard not to die. Now technically the perk that I bought was double tap, but it's supposed to do double damage, but also speeds up that fire rate. So full auto with this thing, oh god. So it doesn't take often 4 shots, it takes like 5 normally. Alright, so this is the EMP Irma, which is then the 3rd weapon perk. So it doesn't help with reload, unfortunately. I wanted to have it so it's reload. I'm gonna, as soon as the round starts, I'm gonna immediately spawn in this. As soon as I start killing, it's gonna money me. Now notice, I'm just wasting entire mags, because no real point in having a gun that's garbage anyway. If I wanted to do headshots, I just hip fire like crazy, because hip firing, you don't know where it's actually going to hit, so doing that to a zombie at a point blank range, yeah, it's going to hit center mass. But if I just... you don't really know where it's going to be. I was just doing that so I can grab this and I can go back to the auto pistol. But since you don't know where it is, unless you got steady aim, you have no idea where you're aiming. So literally that could have been a headshot. This is definitely going to be a headshot. See, even when I'm trying to hit headshots, I miss. Anyway, but this is the full-on zombies, and I'm going to check my phone notifications. Still no one interested. It's about 10:43. Giving it a little bit more. I'm going to give it a little more time. Alright, so this is another dual revolver situation where I have 4 dual revolvers, all 6-rounders. Of course, some of them hold more ammunition than others, which are these ones. But these ones also do a little bit more damage from what I understand, and these ones are actually a little quicker to reload. Because they're break action, so that makes it like 10 times easier. I'm trying so hard not to die or anything. I'm like, reload, go, reload, go, reload and go. See, again, I just kind of fire into a crowd of zombies like this because roulette on where it's going to hit. Who doesn't have a little bit of a rouletting chance? And I have pretty much enough for pack. And sorry guys that this gameplay is getting a little bit slow now. It's really late and I'm like still waking up slightly. Like, whew boy. Do that, do that, do that, do that, and run away. Apparently it could damage me through a wall. That doesn't make sense because the walls. By the way guys, these bunkers and stuff like this, these are really thick pieces of stone. These are a lot of concrete to be dealing with, so I doubt that most of that grenade would have gotten through. Like full on I doubt it, because that's just something that's just hard. Concrete is really stiff, guys. You can see I'm trying to accurize there because there's so little of them. But you guys can see when they're a little bit closer, I'll spam fire with both of them. Like here's the thing, you can go Western go. Even though these aren't the right revolvers for that, those revolvers were these ones. These are the most Western revolvers I have. This one, that's like a spy weapon from TF2. It actually is. Your bunkers, you can get them you can't get them dual wield, unfortunately. I wish you can get things dual wield in that game. But full on, you have these things as a spy. It even looks like these. Like if I just took off the camo that's on this one, yeah, that's basically a spy's revolver. Or in the case that it is. And that's not even, so 1, 2, 1. There we go. I'm gonna open my chicken while this is going. M2 carbine. Alright, that works. I'm gonna still use these for a little while, guys, because these are up till like round 15 that they're well, like round 11, 12. 11 and 12, these are pretty decent. Like they're not the best, but they're still decent for a while, and even pack, they're not gonna last long. So like even if you can get that pack going like crazy, yeah, it's not really. Good headshots though. See guys? Roulette it and you'll get headshots. Or sometimes you just miss. Hello. Seriously guys, so these things watch when they reload, so you notice how he opens that slide little slide there? That's actually how the rounds are put into gun. So that's how you reload it. You actually have to slide those out and then you have to push a little, it's like a little chambering area near its front. It's like a little point. It's just a little thing. And that's pretty much what he's doing, but with dual wield, but that doesn't make sense when it's one-handed because your other hand should technically be down there putting more in. So like, when I do this, it looks like it's being reasonable, but you literally put one out and the other one just goes down anyway. So you're just like, where's that other hand going and what's putting in these rounds? I could tell you right now, I've questioned I don't know how many things in this game, and people have still yet to answer me. I'm gonna take this guy on with revolver, come on. Come on, tough guy. Me. See, now it takes 4 bullets. I can count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I see them hit markers though. So it's like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here comes the Screely boy. I hear him in the distance. I'm like severely unprepared for him, by the way, guys. That's why I'm throwing those out, because I'm not prepared. Like, not in any way, shape, or form was I prepared for this guy. A good weapon. I hear him. That's what scares me. Just hearing him. And then I see him just come out of the smoke like that, and it's scary. Like, full on, I'm actually afraid of this zombies. In this map in specific. I have been full on afraid of this zombies map since I got it, because I didn't know, I didn't know what to expect from it. But as soon as you start shooting them enough, you're just like, what do I do? And you'll slow down because he gets a little bit slow at times, and then he's still around, and they can knock your shield like him. If you're weak in any way, shape, or form, and he's chasing you, you're just screwed, bro. Because these things chase you as far as you can go. Like, you can kill them, thankful. But they're not the easiest things to kill. Yeah, so I basically just kind of sidestepped him and just shot him. Because while they were doing that, they're basically preparing for a charge, and that just gives you a chance to just go, whoop, right on by them. Because then they have to go forward and loop back around. But since he was in a low area where he'd literally have to go thunk and then turn, that's pretty much what I did to him. I basically forced him to do that. For the smartest move I could do at the time being. This is where the targeting acquisition goes. By the way, guys, the reason grenades are so deadly, if you guys don't know this already, shrapnel. Shrapnel is actually the deadliest thing to a grenade. Nothing else. Shrapnel. So that's why, like, bombs and grenades are usually lethal. It's that and the gunpowder. So it's a mix of things, but it's mostly shrapnel that kills. Shrapnel's the lead killer of grenades, which is why, like, things when you throw a grenade at somebody, like, if a little bit even comes towards you, you end up bleeding, is because of that shrapnel. That shrapnel is one of those lethal bits that nobody really thinks about. Because if you guys don't know what shrapnel is, it's pretty much little shards of metal flying towards you at a very fast rate of fire, about the same rate as a bullet usually, from what I understand, because bullets are gunpowder ran too, but they're compact gunpowder. So I could be wrong about the gunpowder thing, but as far as I know, it's usually grenades are usually gunpowder or something along those lines that causes a chain reaction. So it's like basically there are actually things like that where you can learn about them, like traps used in World War II. Some of them were like traps that inquired art. So some of these traps that were used in World War II are real things. Ow. Oh, hey, give me that. Thank you. And big boy gonna try and get me. You suck at your job. Run away. So, howdy doody. What's up with you?
Yeah, nothing much.
Just bored, figured you'd come and talk and play possibly.
Yeah.
I put my confusion
I'm pretty
face.
much gonna be up like pretty much all night, so you know.
Oh, fun. I'll be up until about 3 o'clock probably.
Yeah, I got a notification of your 1 o'clock in the morning freaking stream. Oh god.
I mean, here's the thing. For you, it's 1 o'clock. For me, it's not
Yeah.
even. For me, right now, it's 10. Why does the sniper rifle feel so good in my hands nowadays? Like, even the new sniper rifle doesn't feel like this. I think it's because I use the sniper, guys. I don't know how much. Like, this is my gold sniper, but I'm using it with the copper because it actually looks good due to the variant that I'm using. But when I use this in zombies, I'm just like, even with the default scope on the map that I will never use a deep scope sight on, I got that guy who has the hands on his face, like, oh, kind of thing. I have that face when I'm using a sniper. It is that moment where he knew he died. Why did that feel like that movie from? Why did that feel like Shaun of the Dead for a minute? A zombie rounds the corner, looks at me for a second, and then starts running at me, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
so.
I was playing GTA earlier, but I got bored of it.
I'm probably gonna go on there a little bit later on tonight for me, and I need money, bro. That's my issue. I need money. So here's
That's
what
how
I
I
am.
am.
We're both just gonna go on and just get like, all right, let's just do some stuff together. I mean, I have an easy source of money for you, but that's just invite you to a CEO and have you in my general vicinity 24/7, and that just pays you every occasional, like in-game.
Yeah. I just been doing races. That's all I've been doing.
You know, that's what we did with the double XP and you know all that, like the double reputation and all that. And even then, like that money, because I pay $6,000 in bills. I actually had done the math. It's a little bit over 6,000 in bills.
Really?
Yeah, for let's see. So I have to. I basically pay for the utilities inside my facilities and everything, and then I pay the prices on like normal bill things, utilities, water, electricity, and things like that. I usually have enough money for that, and then my last one is like $1,000 for a house I don't even use. Because I got all that stuff for free, but I mainly go from bunker and facility as like my most common places. And I have like
Yeah.
motorcycle clubs and stuff like that, and I'm over here just like, let me just use my bunker as my house. But I can't get rid of the house, so it's basically just wasting $1,000 of my money. I have like no money currently, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I don't want to do the races because I've been doing so many races trying to get money, and that money doesn't even last. And yeah, double XP and stuff. That, and on top of that, I've been trying to upgrade my car is really nice. Currently, my car goes 120, 125 if I go straight, and it's a flat surface. LMGs, of course. So I'm kind of sad because I keep running out of money before I even get to do anything with it. AVS, alright, I'll take that. I don't like it though. Guys, I actually still want the AVS, but I don't like it in zombies. That says something, because it was really good in zombies beforehand, and then now it's just like... No. Just no. And that's like the nicest way to put it. Like that new sniper came in, and just everything, it feels worse since I got the new sniper. Like...
Oh boy. Hey, what's that? Oh, screw you. You meleeed me? Oh wow, mute. You had to melee me?
Playing 6 Siege, melees everybody.
Yes. No, mute got me and like I'm just gonna melee you.
He was like, you know what, you may be point blank, but I'm just gonna melee you instead of shoot you. You're just like, sir.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not gonna waste a bullet on you.
Who needs to waste a bullet on you?
I'm gonna use Cap Can even though his freaking traps are like little slaps on you.
There's the smack on the cheek, you're like, ooh, go get him, Tiger.
Literally, it takes like, instead of taking 2 of them, it takes 4 of them now.
I know, it's stupid. I mean, here's the thing, unless they're really low, it only takes 4.
No, if you're really low health, they come in handy.
Because they do like 20 damage, don't they? Is that what it is? Like 20? Not even? It's
I don't
somewhere
know.
around,
I
it's
think
like
they
double
take,
digits.
they take like 25 health as they take 4.
Okay, well,
Just to kill you.
if it takes 4 just to kill you, it's 100... Yeah, it would be 25 damage per time. If it takes 4 of them to kill you and it's 25 damage per time, you have 100 health. Yeah. Because it'd be 25, 50, 75, 100. So yeah, it'd be 25 damage if it takes 4.
Yeah. I literally went for all math on it.
That's pretty much why I just did there. I just full on went Sherlock Holmes math. Me, when I'm trying to debunk about something, if it's fact or not, just go Sherlock Holmes. You see,
I'm
like
that
the
guy that looks like a nerd because I'm just placing a bunch of traps everywhere.
I'm the guy who looks like a nerd in general. I wear glasses, play Pokemon and Magic, D&D, all that. Fight me.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna play D&D, right?
Uh-huh.
But then my the guy that was gonna start like the campaign to it,
Uh-huh.
backed out.
Oof. My dad is actually going to play D&D, and two of my friends are going to play with us, but they're not from where I am, so they're literally going to call me on Discord, and we're just going to make our characters something over Discord. So if you want to play D&D, bro, my dad's going to try and host one. Not for a while, but we're going to make a D&D, so if you want to join, get Discord, just add me. You'll play D&D. That's the best I can say. I'm like trying to think on how else to... You know what I just realized? Sorry, I just cut myself off halfway through thought. I was over where a saw blade piece was. But my brain said I forgot where it was. And I just got back down to the area to place the saw blade, and then I realized, wait, there's still one piece missing. And then I remember where it was, and I went, oh, I'm an idiot. The motherland of Russia. I love Russia. Someone called Russia garbage, and I full on said, bro, you wrong. They got goods. They got beautiful in there. Of course, they're evil. They're strong and evil. That's the problem. They'll break you in half just by sitting on you. Oh, wait. Okay, so it's not in area number 1, so it's in area number 2. It's behind door number 1 or door number 2? It's behind door number 1. Oh, God, I'm under attack by everything. Excuse me, zombies. Could you just stay dead for a little while so I can do my job? Like, God... Help. Help. Somebody's gonna come into my stream and just hear me pleading for help. It's like, ah. You know those moments where Jack in the Box saves your cheeks? As goes quiet.
Wow. This Ash can do nothing to us.
Ash can't do anything in general. No. Here's the thing, Ash,
No,
don't feel sorry for her.
Ash
She already's unkillable, and she's Sanic.
Ash couldn't do anything when there's like 4 people shooting at her. All at once,
That is
too.
sad. I mean, here's the thing. At least that's reasonable, and now you don't have to worry about it. I need to harvest your spine, excuse me. Immediately gets charged one? That wasn't a charged one. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lead him, and I'm going to do this. And since they're going to be distracted, I can just start harvesting some spines. Because I need those spines. And there we go. Charge spine immediately. I'm good. Now I just need to put that in here. And as soon as I do that, I can just throw a Jack in the Box. And then that's my last Jack in the Box in the game. Throw a grenade that kills some of them. Some more around the corner eventually. And then I'll get more.
Alright, let's see. I wonder if I go through a door and I'll run right into the bomb right away. Last time.
Kill the big guy just with a crossbow, that's my idea.
Oh boy, isn't that gonna be fun?
It is because the crossbow is actually stronger than it looks. Oh, that is no bueno. That is no bueno, guys. So here's the thing. I'm in a close quarters area where I literally actually have to stay in this area. And I keep getting continuously
downstairs. You gotta be kidding me, I was just downstairs, I didn't see him. Damn it.
I'm about to come play 6 Siege with you, honestly.
I'm about to start streaming, I don't know if I should start right now.
Ow, 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 ow. You can if you want. Da-na-na-na. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Please don't kill me while I activate the trap. Ba-da-bup, get grinded up into some hamburger meat. Da-na. Fun fact, they actually do grind like hamburger. That thing doesn't though, but it takes lots of damage. Die, please. No, stop chasing me. I don't appreciate your job. Get away from me! Everything wants to kill me and I'm bad. Cause you know I'm running. I have 15,000, I just realized that. And also I have a flamethrower, but I can't use it. No, I hear you. No, get away. No one loves you. No one loves you, fast zombie. Don't make me get the crossbow. Don't make me get the crossbow!
I was questioning myself, why are you streaming? forgot. You stream until don't go to sleep until 3 o'clock.
Wow.
See,
Okay.
even she knows. I don't sleep. I'm like Ash. How do you sleep when you don't have a hitbox? You want to hear the good trick? I don't.
How do you sleep?
How do you sleep
I'm
knowing you
nocturnal.
don't have a hitbox? Well, that's easy. I don't sleep.
How do you sleep if you don't even have a bed?
Zombies
Wait,
are adopted
I
adults.
don't-
Sorry, correction. These zombies are military servants. Who
How
are
do
now
you
getting...
sleep if you don't have a house?
That's
No
easy.
way.
I
This guy did
don't.
not just double knife.
You know
No
what's sad
way.
is that I should have technically killed a Zofia with a knife, but I didn't, because apparently it didn't connect. Six, fix your
No, this
lobbies.
guy's running his Twitch and he's just like clutching it right now.
Bruh.
I broke my legs.
My leg!
My leg. Invite me to, I'll say, I could join you, but
You
You're
can't
in a match.
because it's round 18 and you're not allowed to join anything over around like 15 normally. And now this is done, and also I'm also on a completely different map that you do
he
not
starts
have.
crying randomly.
I mean, here's the thing. You also don't have this map as far as I know, unless you bought this DLC without my knowing.
I got
But-
the guns. Yo, I got the guns.
I got the guns, I got the goods, I got the drugs.
I got the Glock.
Wait, when did you get the drugs?
I got the knife.
Don't ask that question. You will not like it.
Yo. Someone says, I got the guns.
I say I got the
the
drugs. You
I
mean you
got
got
the
the
ammo.
knife?
I got the knife.
I got the
got the
Nico
Nick.
Nico. I got the
I got
Doki
the
Doki. I got the Doki Doki Literature Club right here.
Oh my god, dude. I think, oh my god, that's weird. If you shake your controller up and down real fast and just look from above it, it's like,
What would you do if a zombie bit your balls and you have no weapons or help? Kill myself? I'll literally go on top
Yeah.
of a building and jump. If a zombie bites your balls and you have no way of getting help or anything, you may as well just jump off a building. Because you ain't saving your children and you ain't saving yourself.
no, I said,
So,
I'm gonna be, you watch, no, do you know Futurama?
yeah. Do a flip! Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I'm about to do that. Like, so I'll be
The
like,
sad thing
hey,
is,
hey,
I know
hey,
you way
this
too
is
well
good
if I can.
news. Good news.
Good
Do a
news,
flip.
everyone! I'm suicidal. Do a flip!
All
Kill
right.
yourself over any homies.
Oh, alright, Bender. Flips off building, doesn't even break a bone. H. Can I get an F in chat? Can I get an F in the chat for people balls who jump off building?
Yo, dude, are you playing by yourself or are you playing with someone else?
Does it look like I have friends who are playing World War II other than you? And you aren't even in the same game as me because you don't even have this map and it's round 19? Does it answer
Yo,
your
wanna know
question?
something? Have you seen that episode of Futurama when what's his name with Dr. Professor?
Professor
into the lake?
Farnsworth.
Yeah, Professor Farnsworth
Professor
goes into
Farnsworth.
the mud tornado, and it comes out of nowhere. Zoom! It's just like a big thing coming out.
Funny thing is, I watched Futurama and I have never seen that episode.
You've never seen that episode.
When I laugh really hard, I wheeze. Would you like to laugh even harder? Pingus.
Where's my chicken? Where's my chicken?
Oh god, no, not the chicken. She's getting her secret weapon. The chicken. That chicken made me
That wasn't a
wheeze
chicken, that
and
was
fall
my
out of my
mouth.
chair. The chicken,
Why-
no one
why?
loves you,
You
not even your mother.
Why, you want to die? Come here. I'll stab you with a fork.
No, just insult it extremely. You say its mom was never really there for her. Or is it a
I killed your
he?
mother. Your mother's on the floor. Okay.
Your mother's in my belly.
What the hell?
Have you ever
I
thought about
can't
that?
put
Have
my
you never
chicken.
thought about a
off the
chicken's? Have you
chicken.
never thought about every time you kill a chicken, you're literally just saying to its children, "You're next when you're at least 35 and you're fat, just like your
You
mother was,
understand when,
who's now
you
in my
don't
belly."
understand when you turn into turkey.
You'll turn into turkey even though it's chicken. What?
Wait, what? I'm a chicken.
We were talking about chickens and you literally said turkey.
Turkey. You know.
You know what? I'm just gonna shut up. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to stop deep throating your mic. Mics are not for deep throating, they're for talking.
Huh?
Not even listening?
Huh?
Huh? You sound like freaking. You sound like those people who are like. You sound like when people are like super high. Huh?
Huh?
Just like, hey bro, are you high yet? About 20 minutes later. What?
Huh? What?
You know what's funny is
Just
that
let me say it
technically I
right,
feel
like,
like I'm
let me say
high
it right,
because
just go-
I eat a little bit of my sesame chicken and then I just dip it right back into the empty bowl, or sorry, the empty styrofoam cup of broth from wonton soup. I'm not even joking. My chopsticks are starting to taste like just that broth. I'm not even joking. Like on occasion I pull them out. They're currently brown. That's how much broth is in it. Of course, now it tastes
That's
exactly like chicken.
disgusting.
No, but
Why
it
is your
tastes
chicken
good.
brown?
It's not. It's the seasoning. The seasoning of thine chicken is brown, and I'm not saying it's turds.
Yo, this is what Zuzu talk, talks like when it's not recording.
I can't believe it is butter, but I can't believe it's not either. You know those moments when you just can't seem to find the nuke?
I kissed my dog.
I can't find my dog.
Wow, my
Where is he?
teammate
In the nuke.
literally lets me die. Like,
You know what?
wow.
That's why I don't trust.
forgot he was
That's
recording.
why, like, if I was in that lobby, that game would be like 10 times different because I'm actually decent. I actually come from my friends if I have the time, and I know when I do and do not have the time.
I kissed my dog. I legit kissed my dog. She
killed
looks up. She
myself.
starts looking in the air.
I legitimately
she
just
looks
killed
up, she goes,
myself. Is it bad that I killed myself with my own RPG?
Then let's go sleep. Then let's go sleep. Then let's go Mimish. Let's go Mimish.
Now it's time to go play some 6 Siege. But first,
Wow.
chicken.
I thought that the reason I got on this game so I could play.
No! My chopstick, my chop suey. It better not be covered with cat fur. It is. I'm gonna go wash my chopsticks now. I'm sad. I like to use the chopsticks.
Alright, I know what I'm getting on. I'm not gonna get on Rainbow because I can't install it. I mean, I can't update it. I'm so asleep. What's wrong? Attack!
The only thing I have against wooden chopsticks that you get from the places that you can get freaking Chinese food from is that if you drop them, you don't want to waste them. You end up actually full on going to wash them. Oh, and there's still hair on it. That's sad. I got it off though. And I'm just gonna itch my face with these chopsticks because they're really good at that.
Yo, so you going on Rainbow?
Yeah, I'm having stroke.
Are you having a seizure?
No, I have strokes, not seizures. I don't have seizures. In Rainbow Six, that's the thing that I do. My terms of almost acing is when I just have a seizure in the middle of a kill feed. Help me.
You just say this. I'm gonna
remix it.
Gonna
I'm gonna remix it.
gonna get some more chicken.
Gonna get some sesame chicken in my mouth. Listen to me eat this
in
chicken.
my belly. Chicken in my mouth. Chicken in my belly.
Literally, I think my
Chicken in
dinner
my
was
mouth.
full on just diabetes.
Yeah.
All candy. Chicken. Diabetes.
Sesame chicken, wonton soup, and wontons.
Yo.
And I still got bra. Bruh, I just got Bloody Mess. I've been wanting that one actually.
Ghost of my past. The worst book.
What's a ghost of your past? Looking like a fat girl? Yeah.
No, this man called.
Fun fact, I used to be fat.
Daddy
Fun fact, I used to be
loves,
fat.
Mr.
And I actually now consider when I have those days where I'm just like, I want everything sweet. That's my fat girl in me. And I'm a guy.
Yo, Zuzu.
Oh, what's up,
Skipper
Zuzu?
always killing me.
Yo,
Sounds
it's like
like
Zuzu
Minecraft.
just like starts haunting me. I'm like, hey Zuzu, you want some chicken? I see a piece of chicken float and just disappear. I'm like, nice.
Zuzu.
I just hear that and I'm just like, Zuzu, do you really want a piece of chicken that bad? You just hear, yes. And I'm just like, get a piece. I don't care.
Jesus Christ! What like difficulty did I put this on?
What is this thing you call? What do you call this? What is this thing you call difficulty? Because I don't experience that.
Yeah, because you don't play games like this.
Yes, I do. You know what's funny? I'm Prestige 7 in multiplayer, and I forgot what Prestige I am in this Zombies. I think I'm also Prestige
Dude.
6.
Dude, I mean, I'm talking about Mortal Kombat 11. You
Oh.
don't play this.
You're joking, right, bro? I played freaking Mortal Kombat in N64, and